All right, what is up, YouTube? Two Guns Tony, back at you with another motovlog. Well, here we are, San Pasqual Valley, and like the title of the video will say is, whatever happened to me getting a Pan America? We're going to discuss that and more on my way up to Ramona and down to Lakeside, Santee area, just for a little cool ride here. Beautiful day, Southern California, North County, San Diego, taking the back roads down to the East County because those are the better roads. There's definitely faster ways to get down there, but this is the best way. Hey, if you're new to my channel, new to my videos, you might not know what the hell I'm talking about, but thanks for joining. Please do me a favor, hit the thumbs up, drop a comment, and go ahead and tap on that subscribe button. Thanks for joining us. If you're not new to this channel and you've been following me for a while, you know that I was quite taken by my test rides with the Pan America. And you guys also responded very well to those videos too. Some of my most watched videos, my highest performing videos, are on the Pan America, doing different things with the Pan America. I didn't do any like crazy off-road trials or anything like that, because it wasn't my bike, and you know, I don't have an agreement like that with the with Biggs Harley-Davidson to let me go do a test ride like that. But I did have a good time. I got to explore some of the features, show you guys those features, and I really wanted one. However, before that, I did a test ride in San Francisco. I shouldn't even call it a test ride. I rented a Road Glide in San Francisco for about a week, and I was really taken by that bike too. The way that it handled, how smooth it was. It was a great bike. I had a great time exploring, getting lost in the Bay Area. Go check out those videos. I'll put cards up to them wherever. And yeah, let me know what you think. But anyways, I came back from San Francisco, and after my Pan America videos, and I was having a lot of deep conversation with you guys about like what I was gonna do. I knew I wanted to get another bike. I even made the deal of selling the KLR, which, again, going back to a past video, if you've been following here, KLR 650 was one of my top 5 all-time favorite bikes. And I ended up getting a good deal on one and keeping it for about 3-4 months, riding it up here in the hills on the federal land. It was a good time. You might have catch that video where I go all the way to the top of Black Mountain, which you didn't catch in that video is me falling. That was a bad one, but that's okay. So anyways, I had made a video where I said basically I'm going to try to be the first motovlogger to be full-time motovlogging on a Pan America Special. I made some things happen, moved some things around, sold my KLR, and saved up enough money to where I felt comfortable going into Biggs and taking a loan out for the Pan America. I already owned my Lowrider S. That was a paid-for bike. I paid cash for that. Oh, we're in a hurry here. I'm sitting here talking to you guys, chilling. We'll get around them, don't worry. So anyways, I was sitting there debating on whether or not I should buy that demo bike, and debating with myself, really. And for those of you that don't know, the demo bike was the bike that the dealership got to, you know, have people do test rides, demo rides on while the factory was getting spun up and getting them out to customers, the pre-orders out. They were taking pre-orders at the time. I could have easily have taken that money and ordered one, and then they stopped that. But anyways, you know, fast forward a couple weeks, and we're talking about a couple weeks time here, I end up getting a call from my buddy Josh, and he goes, "Hey man, I got bad news for you. The Pan America sold, and you know, we're gonna get more, but it's just gonna take a while." I said, okay, I can wait. And then so I went down there, kind of just hanging out with Josh, perusing when this thing came in. And this is a CVO 2018, and they just rolled it from the back, just got off safety inspection and everything that they do when they take a trade in. So it is a used bike. I did buy it secondhand. I'm the second owner. I got to meet the guy who owned it originally. And so I decided I'm going to take it out for a test ride, see what's going on. Again, thank you, Biggs. They let me sit on a CVO and take it out for a test drive, but you know, that was awesome of them. It was a key deciding factor too on, you know, what made me change my mind. I was going to, you know, wait up for a Pan America with the laced wheels and the adaptive ride height and all those things that I really liked. All those new features that I said, like, this is what sells the bike. This is what is going to bring the bike, bring Harley forward. You know, I think I even compared it to the iPhone. Like, is this Harley-Davidson iPhone? Because it had so many features that were revolutionary, and most people would say, like, well, why do you need that? But once you know, start riding with them, you realize, like, oh, this is kind of neat. This is fun. So anyways, this came into Biggs. I took it on a test ride, fell in love with it. I mean, just the color, I talked about that. 5 things I love about my CVO. That was last week's video. And I got to thinking about it. Okay, all the same things that I said about, you know, wanting a bagger for, you know, long rides, you know, all the infotainment system, comforts, you know, all that stuff that I talked about that I really love about baggers. I mean, just the comfort of the ride, the way it keeps the wind off you, all those things. You know, I started thinking about all that again, and I started thinking about the Pan America, and I was trying to decide, but, you know, I knew, and I talked about it in that video about wanting to get a bagger, that it would cost me my Lowrider S. Okay, well, I wasn't quite ready to get rid of my Lowrider S. It took me about a day to think about, and I started doing some pricing, and I talked about in the video where I said I'm getting a Pan America that I wanted to convert my Lowrider S into a mini bagger, you know, put the Leather Pros bags on it, which I did, and then do some fairings and change some of the hard parts around to make it a little bit more comfortable for longer trips. Well, I ended up pricing it out. It was going to be a few $1,000s. And I kind of thought to myself, you know, am I going to go in and buy a new bike, buy this Pan America, and then still spend thousands more dollars converting my old bike into something that I want it to be? Of course, the option was always turn the Pan America into a tourer, but it just wasn't my style. It wasn't what I wanted, and I felt this bike really calling me for a lot of reasons, which we'll discuss in a minute. Here we are, stuck behind traffic again, but that's all right. So there it was decision time. It was time for me to make a choice, you know, about whether I'm going to sit there and wait, get that Pan America that I want, the orange, I call it the creamsicle glide, the dirt glide, the orange and white paint scheme with the laced wheels Pan America, or was I going to pull the trigger on a just a simple Road Glide Special at 21, or look at this one, the wild card, what I called the wild card at the time. And you know, as I weighed my options and everything, I just felt like this bike was complete. It was calling me. The only thing that I really complained, and I know I did 5 things I hate about this bike, but it was really complete to what I wanted, except for the bars, which I'm still sort of trying to figure out a clean solution for the bars. I'm looking to go the Moto Witch route, but yeah. So what was the deciding factor that just ultimately tipped me into this route? One, I mean, I got an incredible deal. I'm not going to, you know, tell you numbers or anything like that, because, you know, the deal that I get at one point in time from Biggs may not be the deal that you get, all right? So I don't want to undersell or oversell anyone here, but I got a really terrific deal on my trade, and I got a fantastic deal on this bike. And I credit that to Josh, working hard, working the deal with the sales manager, trying to get the sales manager doesn't know me from anybody. I work with Josh when I can, and try to keep that place, keep people coming in there, riding on bikes, and he does a good job, cutting them good deals. So if you're in the San Marcos, North San Diego area, go to Biggs Harley-Davidson, take a ride, hang out for a little bit. They have events. All their events are coming back on the weekends, so that'll be fun. The second biggest deciding factor for pulling the trigger on this bike was I was doing longer rides with my club. We're out there crushing like 300-400 mile weekends, and I'm having a good time. And then on top of that, I'm doing my vlogs. I don't do a lot of vlogs with the club. I like to get out here and, with my thoughts inside my head and like let you guys in on that. That's sort of the way that I like this channel. There'll be different events that I will do on the vlog that will feature my club. Those of you that don't know, I'm prospect with the VFW Motorcycle Club out of California. So there you go. You can look us up on Facebook. But this bike is just perfect for crushing miles. I'm having a great time. I'm loving it. I'm going all up and down San Diego County, just running grid squares around San Diego County and getting used to it right now. We went up to Riverside, National Cemetery, Fullerton, and Orange County. I mean, I've taken this bike a lot of places so far. I got it at 3,900 miles, and it's now at 52. I got it like just before my birthday. So yeah, that 5 things I hate about this bike was like the first vlog that I did. No, it wasn't the first vlog. The first vlog that I did on this, I was actually like that day I had bought it. I was like taking it up the mountain, trying to figure it out. And I'm still trying to figure it out with the heel shifter. If you didn't just hear me go the wrong way on the gears and have to go back to. Anyways. So why didn't I go with the Pan America? What were my reasons for saying no to the Pan America? Well, one was they weren't taking any more pre-orders. The demo that I had wanted was sold, and they were behind on production. A lot of people ordered them. They did very well, and I think they are still selling very well on them. And it didn't look like I was going to be able to get one that I wanted. They showed me their incoming list of Pan Americas, and none of them were equipped with the lace wheels or adaptive ride height. Some of them had adaptive ride height but didn't have laced wheels. And I just really wanted, I wanted it decked out. Like, I wanted the high-end, top-of-the-line Pan America with everything that I could get on it. And it didn't look like that was going to be possible. And the money was burning a hole in my pocket, to be honest with you. I really wanted something different, something new, so I didn't get the Pan America. Another reason too, and it's not that I wouldn't enjoy 2 bikes, but my wife has a good axiom when I talk about, oh, I want this bike, I want that bike. My wife says, well, you can't ride both at the same time, you know that, right? And I was like, oh yeah, you're right, I can't. But when I really thought about it, I thought about the riding that I was doing the most and what I was enjoying the most, and that was crushing miles with my bros. That was being out there. Okay, come on. See, I'm just gonna go ahead. Ooh, I like that mural. I should have stopped and took a picture. Anyways, I thought about the kind of riding that I'm doing the most of and enjoying the most out of, and that's crushing miles, with my friends. I'm out here, just every weekend, sometimes during the week, just getting in those highway miles down here in beautiful sunny San Diego. So it's not that I wouldn't have taken the Pan America and rode it for what it was meant for, but for the amount of money I was going to pay for the Pan America to do as little of riding as I probably would end up realistically, this was the much better choice. Either this or the Road Glide Special, the 21 Road Glide Special. So, just a little insight into my thought process when it came to that and why I didn't end up going the Pan America route. I still want one. Just not now, not anytime soon. I think it's a great bike. I know a lot of people say, oh, you don't want to get the first of anything. But screw those people, man. Whatever. It's a good bike. I think they really did their homework on it. Someone told me that they scalped some engineers from like BMW or KTM or somebody. And I believe it, because that bike is great. I mean, it's an awesome bike. Anyone else get sketched out when you're riding behind somebody with mattresses on the back and it looks like they're like tied down with like 550 cord, nylon cord? I mean, what the hell, dude? He's like trying to be a nice guy and move over for me. Hey, if you're a moto vlogger too, do you ever get that thing where like you see something that would be a cool picture or a cool thumbnail and you just keep riding right past it because you're like having a good time riding? Like that, there's a sign back there, a Ramona sign. It's really cool. And it's like right over Highland Valley. It's a really cool shot. Every time I ride by it, I think about like, man, I should take a thumbnail there. Or like all these murals that I pass. Nope, just keep riding. And then I end up taking a thumbnail out of, my video, super low res. I gotta up my thumbnail game, guys. And I mean, come on, dude. 117 cubic inch motor, like, let's go. I mean, was it really that hard of a choice for me? To be honest with you, no. This bike met every single one of my needs and wants in a motorcycle. I mean, everything from the big motor, the heated grips, comfortable riding position, the infotainment, the fairing with the wind blocking. I mean, this thing is just perfect. This was absolutely the bike for me. This is a bike, and here I go saying, this will probably be the last bike that I own. I'll buy other bikes in addition to this bike. But I mean, this is a CVO. This is a one of a kind. No, it's not one of a kind. There's other people. I've seen a bunch of other people, but this bike so fits my needs at this moment and right now that I don't see a time or a place or a way where I wouldn't want to be on this bike, cruising down these roads, having a good time, talking to you guys. I hope I explained myself though. I hope you understand, what I went through. I probably won't be getting a Pan America unless, something crazy extreme happens and, situation changes. It's probably not going to happen anytime soon. The lowrider's gone. I think someone might be, last I heard from Josh, someone might be looking at it, riding it right now. So, yeah, if you want to get a shot at it, you want to go ride it, you're in the San Diego area, go to Biggs Harley-Davidson. It's in there. Ask them for Two Guns Tony's Lowrider S. You can go check it out. I saw them posting a few pictures of it, man. It looks kind of nice, all cleaned up, man. I should have probably took better care of it. Anyways, thanks for watching. I'm Two Guns Tony. We're coming into Lakeside right now. I'm going to stop for a little while, wet the whistle. Again, if you like this content, go ahead and give me a thumbs up on this video. Tap that subscribe button, leave a comment down below. I do respond to every comment that I get, just about. And yeah, I like getting in there, mixing it up with you guys, talking, getting new ideas for vlogs. It's kind of the reason why I did this vlog, is a lot of people were asking me, yo, Tony, what happened? What happened to the lowrider? What happened to getting a Pan America and the variety and the this and the that and da. That's where I got the idea for this video. So thank you for giving me fresh ideas for content. It's really driven by you guys. So yeah, I'll catch you on the next one. Keep the shiny side up, and I'll catch you on the next one.